How are you and Eddie doing from the outside looking in? Are you guys okay? I don't know how I feel about that question. I don't think you guys really want me to say what I feel. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you clicked on this video, then why not subscribe? I promise you, it's a vibe. If you rock with me, I rock with you, which means we locked in for life, and that's on period. In today's video, I am going to be baking for you guys. Christmas is literally right around the corner. I have yet to bake anything, so I decided that today would be the perfect day to bust out my Betty Crocker skills, okay? Make some Christmas cupcakes with you guys, and I'm also gonna answer some juicy questions that you guys sent to me. So that's what we're gonna do in this video. Make sure you guys stay tuned and watch the entire video because it's not gonna be just baking. I'm gonna be letting you guys know some things, okay? So don't click off the video. This is my favorite brand right here. Betty Crocker is my favorite, and I love this French vanilla one. Mia likes vanilla, Justice and Lyric like chocolate, so of course I had to do both. And then I got these really cute cupcake holders, and I also got a cute assortment of sprinkles. I'm not really a sprinkle person. I'm gonna do it for the kids. Plus it makes the cupcakes look really pretty. We're gonna open up the Betty Crocker. Comment down below what's your favorite cake mix. I know some of you guys are chefs and you make your cake by scratch, but I didn't get to that level yet, so I'll put you guys down so you can see what I'm doing. I love the way this French vanilla smells. I love this brand because it's super moist. I can't stand biting into a cake and it's dry. I put my eggs in first because I like to get that white stuff out. Y'all know how I feel about that white stuff. I don't play with none of that. Where's my paper towel? You gotta get that white stuff out. You got to. These eggs in. I'm gonna answer one question for you guys. I feel like this is one of the reasons why I don't like eggs anymore, because looking at the egg before you actually eat the egg, before it's actually cooked, turns me off. I don't know. I have 1 cup of water. I'm extra when it comes to the water. I don't use faucets. Call me bougie, but I need my water filtered. I have a cup of vegetable oil. I don't do vegetable oil. We do canola over here. I'm gonna answer one question and then I'm gonna get to blending. Have you ever had a panic attack? If so, how do you overcome this anxiety? I'm assuming this is a new subby. Thank you so much for joining the family. Not only have I been suffering anxiety, I've been suffering with both. I struggle with anxiety and panic attacks, but if I could be completely honest, panic attacks is more of my struggle. Anxiety is something that I feel like we all deal with all the time, but for me, I can tell the difference between an anxiety and a panic attack because of the physical symptoms that I feel. Honestly, I had to learn to accept it. That was the first part of overcoming any of my mental struggles, is just accepting the fact that this is something that I have, and knowing that I'm not gonna die, knowing that this too shall pass, and knowing how to figure out methods to calm myself down when nobody else is there to help me. That was one of the scariest things for me because I felt like I always needed somebody nearby in case if it happened, so that I wouldn't be alone if I happened to die. That's just what my mind would tell me. But honestly, I've learned over the years how to breathe and actually talk to myself, let myself know that I'm okay. I try to focus on an object or anything around me, even if I'm out in the store or even if I'm home. I try to distract my mind from what I'm actually feeling so that the physical feelings that I am experiencing, my brain is not focusing on my heart beating fast. My brain is not focusing on the clammy hands. My brain is not thinking about how dry my mouth is or how stringy and wobbly my legs get. I focus on breathing first. I keep an oil with me wherever I go. I have peppermint, eucalyptus, and lavender. Those are my 3 staple oils, and breathing that instantly helps me. Just open up the windows, go in the bathroom, splash your face with water. I pray. I literally pray, and that's just what's been helping me. Sometimes it's harder than others. Sometimes I feel like I can't do it. It depends on how severe my attack is. Longest time it's ever lasted for me was, I want to say, like 20 to 30 minutes, but I would get them over and over and over again, so I didn't really catch a break. I've noticed they're getting less and less. Always a process. It's always going to be a struggle, but you can get through it. We're gonna mix this up right now because that was a mouthful. How is it managing both of your consistent channels while also being a parent? Does it get overwhelming sometimes? It's very hard when you have a full-time job, whether it's being a YouTuber or whatever job it is that you have, and you have children. It's really hard to balance it. More so for me with being a content creator, having 2 channels, and being a full-time mother to 3 beautiful children. It is very challenging for me because I feel like there's not enough hours in the day. There's so many things I want to do, so many videos I want to film, but I have to limit myself because my kids come first. I had to make a decision of what my main focus was. So I wanted to build out my personal channel more, being that my couple channel has already reached over 100,000, which was a goal for Eddie and I felt accomplished with just that. Even though I'm not content, but we reached the goal, and that's a medal for us right there. I'm trying to work on getting this channel to 100,000 supporters as well. But there are times where I'm just like, you know, I don't want to do this because I don't have the time and I don't have the freedom like I would like to film, like I said, to do certain things that I want to do because I have my children. I'm constantly having to stop and micromanage, editing while cooking, editing while cleaning, editing while changing poopy diapers, editing while helping my children with their homework. So it can be very overwhelming at times, but if you have a passion for something and you have that drive, nothing will stop you. Even if you can't do it all in one day, there's always tomorrow. And where there's a will, there's a way. And so I just look at it like my blessing is in the midst. And as long as I keep my head on right and I focus and I don't lose sight of what it is that I want to do and what I want to bring to my channel and how I want to uplift other people, then I'm okay. Let me know if I'm the only one who used to beg my mom to lick these when she was finished mixing up the cake mix. Nowadays you can't do that, salmonella. But this brings back so many memories when I was a child because I couldn't wait until my mom was finished so I could just get these sticks. Somebody asked me, what's your favorite song right now? Are you afraid of getting older? And what is one thing you would like to change about yourself? Honestly, my favorite song right now, I'm really feeling Summer Walker. I like Summer Walker. I don't really have a specific song. If you know me, you know that I have an old soul. I'll listen to today's music. I'm more into old school, back in the day type music. I feel like music has changed so much nowadays. It's not as meaningful. Everything is just disrespectful and a lot of vulgarity that's not needed. Music is supposed to be beautiful. Am I afraid of getting old? I wouldn't say I'm afraid of getting old. I would say I'm afraid of not accomplishing my goals. Getting old, I want time to go by fast and I didn't accomplish what it is that I wanted. One thing I would like to change about myself is how I react and respond to negative behavior. I want to learn how to not react impulsively and not let people or situation get under my skin so much that now I'm acting like them and I'm ugly. Whenever I react like that and I get myself worked up and I say things, I literally get upset at myself for acting the way that I did because I know I'm working so hard to not be that person anymore, to not show anger anymore. Even though people try to bring it out of you and gaslight you and provoke you, I'm working on that. Let's throw these bad boys in the oven. I gotta keep an eye on them because my oven gets hot. All right, moving on to the next question. What advice would you give to a person who's planning to open a YouTube channel? My best advice to you, if you are trying to start a YouTube channel, is just do it. Don't have high expectations. Don't compare yourself because there's so many content creators out there. Focus on what you wanna do on your channel. Figure out your niche. What do you want your channel to be about? But I say just do it. Don't worry about if you're good enough. Don't worry about how do I do it like they do. Just do it. Just focus on what you want to do. And don't worry about the benefits of it. Just do it. Sorry, y'all. Do you believe in open relationships and would you do it? Absolutely not. I'm a one-woman man and I feel like an open relationship just opens up a lot of doors for a toxic relationship. To each his own, that's how I have to look at it, but I'm loyal. And when I'm with somebody that I love, I'm not sharing anything. I'm a very giving person, but when it comes to being in a relationship with somebody, that's the only time you're gonna catch me being really selfish. I don't want anybody to receive the same type of love and affection and experience that I'm experiencing with that person. So I feel like not only can an open relationship mess with a person's self-esteem, but there's no trust. It can just cause a lot of fighting and confusion. The relationship is not gonna last long. If you feel like you need to have an open relationship, then you shouldn't be in a committed one to begin with. How are you and Eddie doing from the outside looking in? Y'all okay? I'm pretty sure you guys have picked up or seen that, you know, we haven't really been active on our couples channel. Eddie and I are at a place of, we're trying to grow and we're trying to mature in certain aspects which have made it hard for us to be in a relationship. We have a lot of things, a lot of red tape and a lot of unresolved issues. So sometimes when you're still trying to push forward and see the good in somebody, those unresolved issues come and interrupt that, and it kind of makes it all fuzzy and blurry and complicated. I don't know how I feel about this because y'all want to roll here. This is a new question. What was your relationship like with Lyric's father? What did you learn from the relationship? Are you still in contact with him? I'll keep this one real brief. The relationship with me and Lyric's father in the beginning was so fun. I learned to always keep your eyes open, always go with your intuition, always go with your gut. And people have to change when they're ready to change, bottom line. I'm still in contact with any type of communication is only solely focused on Lyric, and that's what it will always be. Let me check these cupcakes. All right, I'm gonna hold y'all. How did you overcome depression? Depression is kind of like a cold. It comes and it goes when it wants to. When I'm feeling that overwhelming emotion of sadness, I used to want to run from it because I was afraid of feeling so dark, and I wanted to like escape from that sad feeling. I was afraid of my thoughts and things that were not so nice. I learned now that it's okay if I feel sad, and instead of running from my problems, I go through it. Even if it takes 2 days, 3 days, if I have to mope, if I have to detach myself from the world and family and whoever to just focus, that's what I do. I usually have to go through it or I get through it. So after I'm done crying and feeling sorry for myself and sobbing and wishing things were better for me or whatever it is that makes me feel like that. And sometimes we don't have a reason why we feel depressed. It just, sometimes it's a chemical imbalance. Sometimes it's just hormones. Life is just not easy. After I go through the emotions and the notions of crying, I go through different stages. The first stage is crying and feeling sorry for myself. Then the second stage is trying to do something, find something that's gonna make me feel better and kind of like suppress that emotion. So I usually try to get up and go shopping or do something to make me feel better. And last but not least, before anything else, I pray. Some people are not spiritual and that's okay, but he's the only reason why I'm here today. I made it this far in life because of God. That's my testimony. Are you mixed? I feel like we all mix. When people look at me, they always ask me, am I mixed? Probably, yes, I am. But for the most part, I identify myself with being African American. Probably gonna do that 23andMe DNA ancestry test because I know that I'm mixed with a lot. But from what I know, I'm African American, I'm Indian, I'm German, I'm Irish, and probably a little bit of this and a little bit of sprinkle of that and a little bit of whatever. Probably all mixed with a lot of stuff. But I identify myself with a beautiful black African American melanated queen. Period. Are you planning on doing a meet and greets, and are you coming to Boston? That was one of my main goals before like COVID hit. I wanted to have a meet and greet in New York City so that I can meet you guys. Like I was so excited to do that, but then once the virus came, I feel like it just wasn't safe. But 2022, summer 2022, I'm trying to pull up. I hope y'all pull up on me. We're gonna meet up in New York City, so make sure you guys mark it on your calendar. It's probably gonna be July or August sometime, but I gotta come pull up on your girl. What was your first experience having your first puppy love relationship, and what was the biggest lesson you learned from dating him? That was one of the hardest relationships I feel like getting out of, because when you find that one boy that you grew up with from a child, and when that boy takes your innocence away, it's an attachment that's really hard to break. I feel like the puppy love stage for me, the guy that I was with, I really thought I was in love with him. He was everything to me. Nobody can tell me anything about him. I woke up dreaming about him. I went to sleep thinking about him. Everything was about him. I wanted to know what he was doing. I wanted to be with him all the time. It was just that feeling, you know, that butterfly sensation. Whenever I would see him, I would just freeze up, and it was a beautiful emotion. One of the things that I learned is that even though you feel like you have an attachment with somebody or a connection with somebody, that doesn't mean that it's okay for them to walk over you or to do certain things to you and hurt you, and it's okay for you to just accept it and just keep on going as if they never did that. To be honest, it was hard for me to really understand anything, because when you're young, you don't really have the knowledge that you would have now. I wish I had the knowledge I know now back then, because I wouldn't have made the mistakes that I did. But life is all about lessons. No losses, just lessons. I don't really know what I learned. I just know that I shouldn't have allowed certain behavior. The chef shows. So I'm gonna let those cool off, and I'll put the next batch in. Get the second COVID shot. If so, how do you feel? No, I didn't, and I am not really looking forward to getting it. I just have my reservations about it, and I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but no, I didn't. What do your tattoos mean to you? I have a lot of tattoos, so that would probably have to be for another separate video, because your girl's tatted up. How are you mentally, and where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you plan on having any more kids? How am I mentally? I feel like I'm in a better place, better than I was last year, and I feel like I'm stronger than last year. I've learned to love myself more this year. I saw people for who they are this year. A lot of obstacles, a lot of lessons learned, which then made me realize that at the end of the day, all you have is self. And if you don't put all the love and all the life into you, This world can take you out. Where do I see myself in 5 years? I see myself being a homeowner. That is my main goal. I'm working on my credit. I'm trying to bring more coins in, and I'm trying to drive that Range Rover. My dream car is a Range Rover, and I'm speaking it now. Range Rover will be mine. Do you want any more kids? No. 3 is enough. I wasn't blessed once, I wasn't blessed twice, I was blessed 3 times. Beautiful, healthy kids, so this shop is shut down. I'm gonna start with the chocolate first. Chocolate is my favorite. What is my favorite color? My favorite color is, I love black. I honestly love black. I love wearing black. I love the way black looks on my skin. I feel more comfortable wearing black, but I also like the color red. What is your favorite meal? I love chicken, and I know that sounds just so cliche, but I love chicken. I can eat chicken every single day, but it has to be made in different ways. Like, I can't eat fried chicken every single day, but I could eat fried chicken one day, I could eat baked chicken one day, barbecue chicken, you know, chicken quesadilla, stuff like that. I also love pizza. I'm a pizza lover, and I also love ribs. God, these look so good. Oh my God, these look so yummy. I don't even want to put these sprinkles on them because I don't really care for them, but we're gonna put them on for the kids. We're gonna make them look pretty for the children. Next question somebody asks is my dream place to go. I would love to go to Hawaii, and I would like to go to Puerto Rico. What is your dream job? I actually wanted to be a dancer. I used to dance. Dancing was my passion. I say past tense because I kind of accepted the fact that I'm not going to be able to do that anymore. My body doesn't let me do that anymore. Dream job was to be on TV. Whether I was dancing in somebody's video, I was a background dancer, I was in a movie, a film. I know it's not too late to be in somebody's film, but dancing was what it was for me. Let it go because I have so many other things that I have to do and I want to do. And I have so much more in store for me. I know God has so much more for me. Stop dancing, but I'm still able to help uplift other people, and it feels good. So the same way I felt that stress-free feeling when I was dancing is the same way I feel when I hold the camera. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna have to take me a bite. Heaven. Melts in your mouth. All right, guys, so this pretty much wraps up my video. I hope you guys learned a little about your girl. If you guys like these type of videos, leave me a comment, give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can become a Simply. The goal is 100K, y'all. I'm trying to hit this 100K, and the only way I'm gonna hit 100K is if you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure your bells are turned on so you never miss. And also tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend to subscribe to Simply Shell's channel. Y'all already know it's a vibe over here. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in another video.